You were screwed. You were screwed.
They got pulled to me. Yeah, I did. Oh, this is gonna be close. Come on, come on, come on.
You were screwed.
That was a big pull. Hmm. It hasn't been days. It's only been like, what, like 2 days? It's like maybe 2 days. I'm just trying to. I'm grinding mostly like greens to disenchant for my enchanting, but I'm also grinding just for experience.
You were screwed.
Oh, what's up, Strafe? How's it going? Strafe, how's it going? Yeah, I think XP from dungeons is pretty much always better, right? Pretty much always better. But here I'm getting all this loot. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get this much like individual loot in dungeons because I'm splitting loot with everybody else. Here I'm getting everything. I'm also getting transmogs. I'm unlocking tons and tons of skins, you know? So, if I loot any kind of green item that I haven't got the skin for, I'm grabbing that as well. I've probably unlocked about 50 skins just grinding here in the past couple days. Takes a while to fill my bags up because I got some big bags. Got some big bags. I need to level up my cooking too. I didn't think about that. Man, we got a lot of stuff to do on this character. Actually, don't I have a talent point that I haven't used yet? I think I do. Linebreaker. Smash an enemy with great force, restoring any damage absorption or damage immunity effects, reducing their armor. Oof. That sounds pretty badass. Linebreaker. I don't remember if that was 1 or 2. Let's see. We have this here. I don't know why we have it here. Guess it's 1 word. They're so inconsistent with their naming of things. So Linebreaker, Shifty. I don't even know what that ability is. Okay, that was something else. Unyielding stand. Yeah, that's control space, I believe. Just trying to remember what all my keybinds are, the ones that I rarely use. What am I going to use for that? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, so I don't have that keybind. So this should be a different keybind. Let's see. Bartender 2. Control. Shift this one. Should be control mouse wheel up. And this one should be middle mouse click, not that one. And let's just get rid of this. What does this give us? 5 resilience. Eh. Does it require? It does. It requires line formation. Man, all these different abilities requiring different stances are really. I can't put that on middle mouse click then. That's not gonna work. This character is killing my hands, man. What's up, Zagreem? Zagreem, what's up, dude? This character is literally killing my hands because I have to click these buttons so many times because almost every ability has me switching stances, and I'm constantly going back and forth 2 stances, so it's always like click, click for this skill, then click, click for this skill. It's just click, 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 click. I'm spamming these buttons, and my hand's getting tired. I'm not even joking. So this is another one. Line breaker, requires line formation. I don't really use this one that much. You're celebrating your birthday. Oh, nice. Happy birthday. Happy late birthday, I guess, Agreem. You can never drink too much, my friend. Well, you can, but I'm doing alright. I'm hurting. I don't know why, but like this last year has been really brutal on my body, man. Like my body's breaking down. Like I'm starting to have like all this joint pain. My elbows hurt, my shoulders, and I'm working out with weights too, but it's not helping. So maybe I need to do stretches. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a lot of pain lately. Dealing with pain. That's what happens when you get older, man. But there's so many abilities. I'm just running out of keybinds. I'm straight up running out of keybinds. We've got shift mouse wheel up. We have what is mouse wheel up? Wheel up is that, which is okay. That makes sense. We could do control mouse wheel up on this one, but that trinket's faster for that. We got that. We got this. This is that. Actually, I need this on a better keybind, to be honest. Wheel down is pulverized, but I don't really use pulverize that much. How much damage does pulverize do? So pulverize hits for 345, or hits for average of 282, whereas broad sweep hits for an average of 282, so they're identical. But the crit on broad sweep is 888. Pulverize is so they're almost identical. Let's put this here. I'm actually trying to put keybinds in a way that can't you macro stances? Yeah, that they are. They are macro. That's the problem. Okay, so here's the problem, right? If I'm in this stance and I want to use if I want to, I'm trying to think of an ability that uses, I don't know which one of these abilities uses. Ram, reprisal. Well, the biggest problem is whenever I use Centurion Strike, I switch into Assault Formation because Assault Formation increases your critical strike chance by 10%. So you want that 10% increase because Centurion Strike is my biggest hitting ability. So I want the crit. And this is on a 15-second cooldown. So every 15 seconds, I'm probably switching to Assault Formation. And then I'm using Reprisal constantly, which we don't have a weapon. We don't have a change on that, but we're using the thing that we're using all the time is we're using Raise Shield, which puts us into Tower Formation. So you can see here, if I were to hit this guy with Centurion Strike, because right now I'm in line formation. Centurion Strike puts me into, you can see I just destroyed the guy. But it put me into my other stance. Now if I charge this guy, I put up my shield. See, I hit the button once, it put me into the stance, but it didn't actually raise my shield. So the macros don't automatically do both, right? You've got to hit the button twice. It's just like a warrior. Like if you're playing a warrior in vanilla WoW and you macro the right stance into your charge ability, you got to hit this. You got to hit the button twice. It doesn't just, you know what I mean? You got to hit it twice. If you look at my macros, they're in here, right? Cast no stance 1 tower formation. Like here, cast assault formation. Here, cast assault formation. All of my macros are, you know, the stances are macroed into all of my macros, right? They're all there. I don't even have a button to switch stances, you know what I mean? Like if I wanted to switch stances without using a skill, I couldn't even do it because I don't even have one set up like that because there's no need. Okay, this is freaking me out. I gotta put that back. I'm not used to that. I haven't made the guild on Rexo yet, but I am going to make one. I mean, I've been talking to Blue about it, and he's been kind of dragging his feet. I guess he doesn't want to pick the guild name, so I'll create the guild. I just got to think of a decent guild name. Mm-hmm. You're down to join? Just gotta figure out what class to play? Yeah, I'm not clicking stances. Why did my, oh my god. Forever and I get this fucking UI correct. I don't know why are my buffs way over here. And every time I load the game, it wants to move my mini map over here. Anyways, yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, it's just, you know, I'm 56 years old, man. I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2004, and I don't know what's going on, but in the last year, my body's breaking down on me. As far as I play guitar, and I'm a computer programmer, so I spend entirely too much time using my hands. You know, if I'm not typing code, and I'm not playing my guitar, and I'm not working in the yard or playing with my dog and my cats and my wife, you know, doing stuff with my wife, then I'm playing like World of Warcraft. So, you know, my hands, I think it's just getting too much, you know, too much use. And so I've been having a lot of pain in my wrist, both arms, like my wrists and even in my elbows. and I've never had pain in like that ever before. So it's all started like really this year, and so I know the repetitive clicking of the buttons is definitely hurting my hand. So I'm trying to create macros that are a little bit more friendly. Stuff like if I have a skill that I'm going to use all the time, mouse wheel down is a little better than spamming a button. My problem is even mouse wheel down, if you do that too much, can start to make my index finger sore because it's just way too much scroll, scroll, scroll. There's really no cure other than just resting and not playing as much probably, but that's not going to happen. Come on. One thing about the Guardian though, there is times when you're just waiting for like cooldowns, you know, which can be a little annoying. You love being a horde, but Alliance is just so much nicer. It feels. Yeah, I've played Alliance for a long time. I played Alliance ever since 2004, and I played Horde quite a bit in different expansions, but I always come back to Alliance, and I love Night Elf, so I'm a big Night Elf fan. But yeah, I like the Guardian class, but I think Ascension went a little bit overboard, and this is something Ascension's always done, but there's too many skills. I'm sorry, there's too many skills on the characters. I mean, I'm level, what? What am I, level 42, and I have like a ridiculous amount of skills. Yeah. Don't have a skill problem in Guild Wars. Just yeah, I mean, the Guild Wars in a game where you have like a weapon swap system, like Guild Wars, or or something like Chrono Odyssey or something. You're gonna have or like New World. You're gonna have less skills because the skills are based a lot on your weapon, and those systems are pretty good. Same thing with Throne and Liberty as well. Would be another example of that. Hmm. Let me do something I've been wanting to do. Which one's a... So it's shield... No, yeah. Utility. Oh, why my bar got so messed up? Is there anything in between those two? I don't know. I'm anal with my UI. I'm currently level 42. My UI is bugging the hell out of me. This is way too high. What else we got? And of course the core DPS does need to be there, and then Bala in combat, right shield in combat, shut it off.
Tiny little bit, little miss danger, always gonna bring it. Fire in the hair, sugar in the teeth, never had a care. Making like a queen, and you should have seen it, feeling like a summer dream.
Come on, attack. Don't do that shit. When I tell you to attack, bitch. Fucker. Freaking spell batching in the server doesn't work with it. Doesn't work with a shit. It's terrible. Targeting the server is terrible. Spell batching is awful. We need to level my enchanting. The problem is I'm high level and I can't get the regions I need. I need more strange dust. It's too expensive on the auction house. I don't really want to have to turn off level scaling to go kill low level mobs. I could do that, but I don't want to do it. Guild name. Alright. Guild name. We can create a guild. We'll call it Gladiator. I don't know. Think about it. Think about it.
Everything you never do, and all you never say. Never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong. It never made it right. You're the one to come on.
Yeah, you know me, Strafe. It'll just be something more RP or something. Something simple. I mean, it'll be something like Jinx or I don't know, something. I don't know, something stupid, Blue Dragons or something. I don't know. I might just call it. I might just go with Jinx. If we go with Jinx, we can go with the Joker, the Jester, Tabard. Let's see what that looks like real quick. Even that hurts. Just clicking this button is literally hurting my hand. My God. Oh, it hurts. It could be. It could be. I'm thinking it's just overuse. Like too much. Not enough sleep. You know, I've been going like most of this year averaging like 6 hours of sleep. So I think not getting enough sleep coupled with, you know, just too much use is what's causing my joint pain. I'm hoping that's what it is, as opposed to something more nefarious. I don't really like the Jinx icon. I don't like the icon. We could go with the skull. And then we could go with the black tabard. Check this out. That tabard. Oh, it disappears when I hide the UI, son of a bitch. What was I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll come up with something. Right now we need to figure out what to do with my inventory because it's a disaster. We need to figure out how to level up my enchanting because right now, well actually I did come up with an idea how to do it. It's just kind of a shitty idea. We can go into the starting zones and just grab the World Forge items and disenchant those, but I need to get, I'm currently 111. I mean, Greater Magic Wand. Okay. Buy these recipes. Astral. Okay, Astral. Okay, so if we can get these recipes, enchant cloak, minor agility, and enchant bracer, lesser strength. I think I already have the strength one, but that's strange dust though. I think this is the higher level one, right? Yeah, but what's the regions? What is the freaking regions for this? Here we go. Yeah, okay, so we need the higher level one then. Pretty sure I got some pretty good amount of soul dust in the bank, so. Oh my god, 30 gold. Okay, fuck you. I've got 10 gold, so yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Mm. You could always learn tailoring. Except I got rid of all my low-level linen cloth, I think. Arrgh. Ten. Bank is full. Imagine that. Um, This was actually a really good sword. That's a really good sword. But I'm not really using swords.
Safe travels. Help you find something? Go with honor, friend.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
I made you play Glad. Well, I hope you don't hate Gladiator. Gladiator is not for everybody. I will definitely say that. Uh, I like it, but I mean, if you like Warrior, like regular Warrior in Vanilla WoW, I think you probably would like Gladiator. You know.
Greetings. For the
Yeah, well, I mean, normally I wouldn't have a problem with it, but because I've been having a lot of problems with my hands and my wrists and the joints in my arms hurting lately, which is new. It's not something I've ever really dealt with before. The extra clicking to switch from, switch skills and switch stances is kind of annoying me a little bit. My star caller was much easier to play, I can tell you that. It was literally like mouse wheel up, mouse wheel down for like my main rotation. I had all these other skills. Of course, I was only like level 26, so I'm sure it's a lot different. But there's so many abilities in this game, in Conquest of Azeroth. It's overkill. I think it's way too many. I've always felt the sweet spot for MMOs is like 15 to 25 skills. It's better like when you play, like for example, like Terra. Like in Terra, you don't have tons of abilities. You have like 20 abilities or something, or maybe 18. But you have interactions between the abilities. Like certain abilities, like if you use before other abilities, it will increase the damage of the other ability. If I use this skill first, then this skill's execution, this animation speed is faster, so the ability actually executes faster. So stuff like that, I think, is a much better way to design a combat system than just be like, I'm just going to keep giving you more and more and more skills until you've got like, 6 bars loaded with a bunch of buttons, and you're, you're playing some sort of complicated like Jenga with your keyboard trying to click all the skills. And like I said, when you look here, I've got all these abilities here, right? This is my Gladiator abilities right here. Sorry, here, these. So there's all those. And we've got all these skills, right? And then we've got all these skills. I mean, that is a lot of skills for a character who's only level 42. And of course, a lot of them are like stances, buffs. There's one ability I definitely think you could get rid of. You've got Pulverize, and you've got Broad Sweep. They do about the exact same amount of damage, like almost identical. So I guess you would use Pulverize if you don't want to hit multiple targets, like if someone's CC'd or something, you don't want to break the CC. So I can see why you have two, but I don't know. I think Glad, yeah, most of the PvP tier lists have Glad in like high B or low A. There is one particular tier list, Battleground tier list that the guy did, where he had Gladiator S tier because of how much he liked it as a front line, which is what I liked. I like to play classes that stand in the front line and kind of play like a disruptor playstyle where you're not easy to kill. You don't do like insane damage, but you do enough damage that you can't be ignored. You can't just be like, well, this guy's, I can't kill him. He's stupid quick, but he doesn't do any damage. I'm just going to ignore him. I don't like that. I want a class that does good damage, is very difficult to kill, and has a lot of like kind of disruptive type elements, like maybe some interrupts, some stuns, stuff like that. And the Gladiator, I think, fits that role pretty well. I do believe that I personally feel that B is a little bit low. I really feel like it's A tier, to be honest. But the problem with the only problem I see with the Gladiator is just, you struggle against certain, ranged classes, you know. Anyways, we're gonna do some stupid shit because I don't want to like change my level scaling. I don't even know how to change my level scaling. Well, actually, maybe we should change the level scaling, but let's try something. I want to try something. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't. If the mobs are scaling by level, that means they're gonna be dropping items by level. I need items. I need lower level items to disenchant so I can get some stuff. Where's the? Does anybody know how to change level scaling? How do you change level scaling to on or off in Conquest of Azeroth on Ascensions? So I think there's an NPC. Oh, hey. Paulo, thank you for the sub. Paulo, man, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Level scaling. So Taylor, you find the NPC named Destiny Weaver located right next to the major banks in capital C, Stormwind, Orgrimmar. Well, this is not Orgrimmar or Stormwind.
Great to meet you. Be good. How may I help?
Hey there.
Mm,
See you around.
what is this? Prestige? Oh, these are, yeah, no, this is something else. Okay, I think we need to be in Stormwind, unfortunately. Oh well, screw it. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, fresh meat. Destiny Weaver on a Destiny Weaver. You can ask a guard. Okay, cool. Let's ask a guard. Ooh, what is this? Arena Master. Nice.
How are you? See you soon.
Oh, sweet. He was there. He was there. He's inside the bank, it looks like.
Hi.
You have disabled. Okay, cool. We disabled. Perfect. Thank you, Peta. Thank you, Peta. Yeah, let's try that because we need to level my enchanting, and right now I'm struggling because I don't have any strange dust, and all the mobs I'm killing are giving me items that are too high in level. So let's see if we can go grind out some gear, get some disenchant some stuff. I want to get enchanting up to max level as fast as possible. I've already purchased the weapon, enchant weapon Brutal Crusader, which is one I want to roll with probably.
A melody under my thumb. City lights blink like tired eyes, whisper in the alley dies. Moonlit streets, they carry me. Soft shadows, my company. The night just breathes, it lets me be. Moonlit streets, they carry me. Concrete dreams
Hmm.
beneath my feet. Every step a syncopated beat. A broken neon sign still glows. The rhythm of the city flows. Moonlit streets, they carry me. Soft shadows, my company. The night just breathes, it lets me
You're gonna keep moving my sexy map down, and I'm gonna keep moving it back up every single time I log in because that annoys me.
faint echoes of a saxophone make me feel I'm not alone. The air so thick I taste the time. A fleeting moment stuck in rhyme. Moonlit streets, they carry me. Soft
I don't know if we're. Man, we probably should do. You know what we should be doing? We should be doing dead mines. Dead mines will work. Dead mines. Stormwind. Yeah, we'll go Stormwind. Actually, before we do that, we should grab some. We'll grab some of the World Forge. They're easy regions, but dead mines will be better. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a lot of strange dust. Shit. I actually didn't know the skin for that one. Damn it. I always gotta check the skins before I disenchant. My bad. My bad. That was bad. I don't like losing out on skins. We added that one to my collection. Wasn't gonna let that go by. Alright. We got a few here, but not enough to worry about. Let's go to dead mines and see if we can get some greens in dead mines. Get our enchanting up as fast as we can.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Hmm.
Hello there.
Hello there. grab it. Click, click, click. It's just like, sometimes it is hard to click. Grab the skin, got the skin. I have a really super cool macro that Blue gave me that I can run that will actually acquire every available skin in my bags. It will acquire all of them. So if I can pick up like a bunch of stuff, like when I'm grinding those mobs, I filled up my bags. When I use my macro, I would like acquire like 8 skins all at once. It was pretty cool. It's a nice little macro. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Okay, this is looking promising. Get some green items. That's what we need. Come on, guys. Let's get busy here. Come on, Miss Page. I guess there might be something in here. Like a green item. Yeah. Green items are what we need. Was this strange dust? We could pick up tailoring and just start crafting, leveling up tailoring. But I'd have to get a craftsman's codex because currently I'm an enchanter and a blacksmith. So if I want to pick up tailoring, I'd have to snag another enchanter's codex off the their cash shop. Woodworking? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I didn't think about that. We could woodwork. We could make like bows and stuff too with woodworking. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I forgot about that because woodworking's free. And woodworking's pretty easy to level. But I mean, I'm sure we'll get enough stuff just doing this probably. So we'll find out. Let's get Elois, this caster, back here a little bit. Yeah, don't try to cast on me, buddy. Is my pet gone? He's still here. Good, good buddy. Good little boy. Oh. Okay, alright. You guys can come too. Alright, so we learned a few more skins. Oh. Biff. Biff. Let me change something. We need some different music. Something a little bit more upbeat, maybe.
You were screwed.
No, I kind of screwed the pooch on this bull, guys. I think the closest thing to Druid feels like the Venomancer, because the Venomancer can shape shift into different forms. I love chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies, man. Um, yeah, I mean, really, they don't have like a straight up druid. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the classes. Hold on a second. Let's take a look. So if you look at the classes, you've got the Necromancer, which is your typical like Necromancer. Pyromancer is like a fire mage. Cultist is interesting. There's like melee range specs and a tank spec. Pretty cool class actually. Fellsworn's kind of like your demon hunter class. There's a tank class, a DPS class. I don't know if there's a healer. I don't think so. The Venomancer has a casting spec, a DPS casting spec, a healing spec, and I think a melee spec. The melee's so this one feels the most like Druid to me. And there's the Witch Doctor. I don't know a lot about the Witch Doctor. Primalist. Primalist is like a druid. Actually, Primalist is because it's elemental. So Primalist is probably the closest to druid. And then of course Reaper, damage, Chronomancer, time stuff. Starcaller is amazing, amazing class. Love Sun Cleric. I love Starcaller. I love Stormbringer is great. If you want a casting class that just blows people up with high damage, Stormbringer is definitely it. Rune Master is a really interesting class. It's kind of like a rogue meets a mage. Ranger, typical Ranger. Templar is like kind of like a paladin. I don't know. I haven't played Templar yet. Guardians. Cool, that's what I'm playing. Guardian. I'm playing the Gladiator Guardian. And Tinker is interesting, and Knight of Azeroth is like kind of like a Death Knight, sort of a Death Knight mixed with maybe a Warlock or something. It's weird. Witch Hunter is really cool. Lots of good mobility. It's a pretty cool class. It's like a Ranger, but you have much better like escapability and mobility. Blood Mage has a really cool healing spec. I like their healing spec. Their DPS, they got a tank spec, which I tried to play, but I sucked at it. And then I don't know what their DPS spec is. They have some sort of maybe casting DPS. And then Barbarian's really cool. Barbarian's pretty cool. There's lots of like burst damage and stuff, and a lot of good mobility too. Barbarian has great mobility. So, anyways, that's kind of my limited knowledge of the classes, and almost that's just what I've learned from playing the game. I don't know. I can't really compare. I haven't played Primalist, so I just know that they cast those spells. They're casting like I mean I know that their spells are based on the different types of earth magic. I think I believe. Don't take my word for it. Again, I don't know. I'm still like you guys, still a noob at Conquest of Azeroth.
You were screwed.
Zetter. Meow. On my weapon? Yeah, no problem, man. You know my weapon, the blue one. It's actually a really cool one. I can't remember I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I'll show you. It is the Soul Frost. It's the Soul Frost enchantment, which I think is just such a cool enchantment. You know, got these little like, my gladiator's got this kind of night elf vibe going on. Probably should do a different transmog. I've had the same transmog for a long time. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't play retail WoW, so I don't know. I can't tell you. I mean, I play retail WoW. Last time I played retail WoW was the beginning of the War Within, but you're gonna disarm me, I'll disarm you. You disarm me again. Alright. Alright. Hey, so does the Guardian page action bars when changing stances, or are stances just a type of buff? Stances on retail, it barely glows. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks that it barely grows in retail. It's just basically like the stances. It doesn't change bars, and I don't really think changing bars would really. I mean, I don't really think changing bars is really much of an advantage, because when I played Vanilla WoW, for example, and you're playing a warrior and you change from defensive to, stance. I mean, you can do it. No, I mean, you can change stances. Here, watch. Let me show you something. If I stealth, see my action bar down here at the bottom. See how when I stealth, my action bar changed, right? It changed. I use bartender. You can do it in bartender too, right? So in bartender, if I go to bar 1 and I go to state configuration, I can say bonus bar 1, which is this bar 1. I can say if I'm stealth, I'm going to flip that bar to bar 8. And then when stealth is removed, I put 0 here, which resets it back to my standard bar. So like when I'm playing my Rune Master and I stealth on my Rune Master, I switch to a different bar, and it, just like you would on a rogue. So you can definitely in bartender do the same thing that you could in LVOI. LVOI does it too. Probably a little bit more simple to set up in LVOI probably, but yeah, you can definitely do. But it's not really necessary for the. I don't find it necessary for the gladiator, because most of your abilities, just like you would in a warrior in classic WoW, you're just you're macroing into the skill. The ability here. Hold on a second. Let me pull up. There's a guide. There's a really good guide on. Do I have it? Chat. Hold on one second. Where is that? Let's see. Conquest of Azeroth builds. Yeah, there it is. Guardian. I don't know how big of a comp thing I can put into the stream chat, but no, I can't. I can't put much in the stream chat, unfortunately. I'm gonna paste a couple macros into the stream chat just to show you, like, basically, like, like how you can set up, your Guardian macros, right? Like this. So, you have like, Battle Rush. I mean, obviously, show tilt Battle Rush is the first line. The second line would be slash cast stance 1/2 assault formation. Then the next line slash cast Battle Rush. Actually, let me just send you one macro so it's not so confusing. But anyways, this last one's just one macro, and it just return lit. But you're basically macroing all your stance changes into your into your macros. So I don't really feel you need to be switching bars. It's really not necessary. Like now it's different though if you're on a because like on the Rune Master, for example, like certain abilities are only. I mean, I guess you could do it. Actually, let me think. I'm trying to think. It might actually. Yeah, actually, it's a. Actually, you probably should do it. I take that back. Probably should do it because what you can do if you switch bars based on the formation, then we can save on keybinds, right? That's the benefit. You don't have to do it, but if you want to save on keybinds, for example, I've got this ability here. Raise Shield it requires tower formation. That's keybind to my S key. I would much prefer to have my reflective shield, built keybind to that. But anyways, yeah, we can certainly do it. I think, and I probably will do it. It's going to be really a nightmare when I do it because I'm so used to using certain keybinds for certain abilities. So if I do switch out a bar and so that certain ability, like for example, like let's say that Raise Shield is right here and it's the R key, and then when I change to the other bar, this ability is going to be something else. Now let's say that ability is this. Now that's the R key. So we can definitely save on keybinds by swapping. But for me, I haven't been doing that. I hadn't really thought I would need to, but actually it's a good idea, and I probably will do it. But it's going to be a real nightmare for me because I'm so used to the keybinds to where they are. So having to change them and get used to them. It's one of those things where I'll change them like one keybind at a time. Like I'll just change one keybind and play with it until I get really used to it. Then I'll change another one, and I'll just kind of. So let's see if we can. I don't know how to do it because this is stealth. Let me see if I can figure out really quickly how to do this. What we want to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT because I don't know how to do it for line formation, but it's basically just a stance. What's the other stance? Line formation. I always forget the names of them. We've got line formation, assault formations. Really, those are the two that I would flip between is line formation because most of my abilities are going to be in those two stances. That's why I haven't played. All right, so hold on a second. Let's see if we can flip these. The bar. Hopefully we can. So bartender uses WoW macro stance numbers for ascension, guarding formations. Stance maybe appears to be correct. Okay, so stance 8, stance 3. That means in formation show bar page 8 also in a software. So what we're gonna have to do. This is gonna be tricky though, because I've had problems before switching out different profiles. So I don't want to break anything. I don't want to reset my profile. You can change the active database. No, I want to switch existing profiles. And I don't want to delete profile. Or I'm a little concerned. When I try to go into bartender and create new profiles, sometimes I screw up my old ones. I don't know why. Anyways, we'll deal with it later. But yeah, there is a way that we can do it, where we can switch the bars. So, I think it's something we should do. All right, we are starting to get some stuff. Regions for enchanting. You stop playing garden because of the bars not changing, because that is what I like also, but I figured the paging it. Oh, you did figure out the bar changing? So James, you do have the bars changing for you? Well, I think we can do something like here. I need to create a new profile, but like before when I've tried to do this, it's like wiped out my existing. Oh, you did, Nelvio. I always screw this up when I try to create a new profile. I want to create a new profile, but I don't want to mess with my existing profile. You can either create a new profile by entering a name in the edit box or choose one of the already existing profiles. I want to create a new one. Copy the settings from the existing profile into the currently active profile. Delete. Can we create a new one for Shurl? And say copy from. See, and that screws everything. See how it already just screwed everything up? Like, all I did was that. It already just fucked everything up. That's why I hate trying to copy shit. Every time I try to, like... And all let me... Why is Bartender so difficult? Like, almost any other, like, UI add-on, it's so easy just to create a profile. Just say... Or just, like, say this profile that I have that I copied from another one, and just save it as a new one. Just save this as a new name. That's all I want to do. And you can see all I did was say... I just put in... I didn't even save or anything, and it immediately fucked up everything. Yeah, it's so annoying. So... All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch. And the thing is, did we screw up? We're going to go here and try this. I don't know. And that doesn't seem to work. So, oh my God. I think I just totally screwed up my whole profile, my whole like layout. Reset the current profile back to its default values in case your creation is broken or simply want to start over. You can either create, well, it says this is the current profile. But it's not doing it. I don't know what the fuck it's doing, man. This is why I didn't want to fuck with it. No, it's well, the only way the thing is it has to be done, right? So I think let's just set it up. Hmm. Why isn't it locking to the middle of the screen though? I hope that's middle. No, actually it's here. It's right here. That's where it was. And what a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's gonna be something similar. It's gonna be something similar. How is the lock? Well, no, you don't have to lock this. This locks it. I'm not trying to lock it. Normally, when you drag this bar, it'll kind of lock to the center of the screen without lock. Lock is what locks it, so you can't move anything. Lock just says, you once you lock it, you can't move anything. Normally in Bartender, when you have it unlocked and you move the main bar down here to the bottom of the screen, it kind of snaps. There's like a snap. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just tired and I didn't want to fuck with this shit, to be honest. But since we fucked it up, now we're gonna have to set all this shit up, which royally pisses me off because I really didn't want to fuck with this shit right now. You have no idea how much this pisses me off. This is just... What makes me mad is that I can't set it back to the other profile. Let's try... That's what's pissing me off. Why is it... All I did was say, create a new one based off of the old one. And it didn't even do that. It, like, created a new one and reset everything. And it just fucking is so ridiculous, right? I just want it to reset back to, like... We might have to copy the settings from another profile just to set it back to the way it was. I don't know. But the thing is, if we want to do the bar swapping, we have to do it in a different profile. Otherwise, it's going to fuck up my rune master. It'll fuck up the rune master. So unless we can do it based on class in Bartender, which I have no idea. So I hate Bartender. I have a love-hate relationship with Bartender. Like right now, it's on this profile. If I put it on this one, it's not working right. See, none of these profiles are working. Which doesn't make sense to me. Now it makes me want to like log into one of the other characters and see if that profile is all fucked up. Here. Like now did it fuck up my profile for all my other characters? Oh, Bartender, you piss me off sometimes. Yep. It fucked up. And the thing is, what's so stupid is I didn't change anything. All I said was, I gave the profile a new name, and I said, copy from this one that I know that works, and it just fucked everything up. It literally fucked up everybody's profiles. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, seriously, Bartender, like, I don't understand how you, like, all I did was go in here and say, you can either create a new profile by entering a name or choose one of the already existing profiles. Copy the settings from one existing profile into the currently active. So I typed in a name here, and then assumed that if I clicked, dragged in the drop down and picked one, that I would copy the settings from that one into the new one. But that didn't do it. That fucked everything. Like, just really fucked everything up. I just like wiped out all of my settings. Like every single profile is broken. Jesus, unbelievable, man. It's not hard to set up. It's just it's not that difficult to set it up. It's just, why is this add-on's ability to like create new profiles so stupid? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like so simple. All you have to do is go in and say, here's my profile. I want to save this as a profile with a new name. Like, so like if I go in and I create a character and I create a really cool bartender set layout, and then I go and create another new character and I say, okay, in bartender, I want to use this other character's layout because I like that. Once I say I'm using that one, now I say, you know what? I want to save this one with a new name. So now it's a new profile with this new name. That's all I want to do. It's that simple. Why do you have like a copy and a delete and a, you know, you don't need any of that. All you need is just say either pick one of the existing profiles or take the profile, your currently active profile, and rename it as something else. That's it. That's all you need. I mean, I'm a software developer, so this shit pisses me off. It's like, what kind of a moron codes it the way they code it? It's like, what were you thinking? Ugh. Now we gotta fuck around with this shit.
Just suspend my emotion wandering, yeah. Not want to part this anymore. The rainwater drips through the crack in the ceiling. I'll have to spend my time on repair.
Damn it. Alright. Fuck me, fuck me.
So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams. Head over heels, went toe to toe. This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. I bought a ticket to the world. But now I've come back again.
Ah, shit.
Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said.
Ah, fuck me.
Much is true. I know this much is true.
Welcome to this complete guide to setting up and using Bartender 4. In this video, you're going to learn its configuration. This is shared across /ms and then close the bracket. After my condition, allows Bartender to show that bar if I have a target. I also want to tell Bartender what to do if I don't have a target. I can do that by typing a semicolon right after the word show and then tell Bartender to hide the bar. Putting it all together, I'm
Oh, great. Guess that pace really worked, didn't it? Okay, and that 100% did not work. Why didn't... Oh, because I didn't click the fucking accept button at the bottom. I hate that shit. Exists. Show. Hide. Accept. Accept. I like to make these bars only show up when I have a target. I don't remember if I did that on... Shit, I don't remember if I did that. Let me try something. I think that's pretty much all I did. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
With a thrill in my head and a pill on my tongue.
Feels too big though.
Nerves that have just begun. Listening to more than this is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. Always slipping
All right, now that we've kind of set it back up, now we can get back to what we were trying to do, which is set up on bar 1. We want it to switch to bar 8 based on state configuration, right? And it's going to be kind of similar to, I think, what James was saying. You've got bonus bar 1. You could do something like this. If we're in stance 1, show bar 8. If we're in stance 3, show 9. And I have no idea if this is going to work. So currently we're not in any stance. This should be 3. Okay, so now we're in, theoretically, we should be in assault, right? And let's see. I don't know which one of these has got my charge in it. Probably the Gladiator one. Or not. Yeah, this one. So let's say we do this, right? And then if we go into line formation, which is this skill here puts us in tower formation, which is 2. And we didn't do 1 for 2, so that's okay. And then 1 is, because we have 3 different ones, we have lines. So if we go line, that switches us into a different bar. If we go 2, it's going to put us back in the main bar. So yeah, so this definitely works. We can basically use 3 different, we can use this bar as, we'll call this our assault stance bar. And then when we switch into, one of these other ones, so assault stance is 3. So let's go back. So what I probably would do is say 1 is 8 and 2 is 9, right? And we're not going to use it right now. Anyway, so yeah, so that's something for another day. We'll definitely set it up so that we have 3 different bars. Now, the benefit of doing that is that we'll be able to use the same keybind for certain abilities, and that's going to make the game play a lot easier, because there's certain abilities that are a real pain in the ass in the middle of combat to try to do, like shift mouse button 4 or whatever weird keybind you're going to have. It's it's going to be a pain in the ass. So, all right, let's go back to our Spando ballet. Go form doesn't seem to work.
So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams. Head over heels, went toe to toe. This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. I want a ticket to the world. But now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said.
Well, how much do we have here?
I know this much is true. I know this much is true. With a thrill in my head I bought a ticket to the world, but now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said. I know much is true. I know much is true. This much is true. I know this much is true.
Yeah, I'm a gladiator. I am a gladiator guardian.
Last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear through broken walls. That scream I hear. Cry, little sister. Come to your brother. Jamie, sister. Love is with your brother. Blue masquerade, strangers look on. When will they learn this loneliness?
Just grinding some, trying to get some regions for low level enchanting. Well, for enchanting.
You were screwed.
Oh shit. I had to pop all my cooldowns there. I almost died. Inventory's full. Hey, thanks for the sub tabs. Thank you. I think our inventory's a little messed up. What do you think? What don't we need here? Get rid of some of the stuff. It's interesting that, fresh meat. They keep stunning me. And we need all our cooldowns for the final Grand Slam probably.
A man in my shoes runs a light and all the papers lied tonight, but falling over you is the news of the day. Angels fall like rain, and love, love, love is all of heaven away. Inside you the time moves and she don't fade. The ghost in you, she don't fade. Inside you the time moves and she don't fade. A race is on, I'm on your side, and hearing you my engines die. I'm in a mood for you, or running away. Stars come down in you, and love, 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 you can't give it away. Inside you the time moves and she don't fade. The ghost in you, she don't fade. Inside you the time moves and she don't Don't you go, it makes no sense when all you talk and Superman just take away the time and get in the way. Ain't it just like rain? And love, love, love is only heaven away. Inside you the time moves and she don't fade. The ghost in you, she don't fade. Inside you the time moves and she don't fade. The ghost in you, she don't fade. Inside you the time moves and she don't fade.
Alright, so now can we get enough regions here to level up our chanting?
Sometimes when this place gets kind,
Alright, we're looking at here. Strange Dust. 12 here, that's good.
sound of their breath fades.
Chant two-hand weapon, minor impact. Why not?
I think about the loveless fascination.
Under the Milky Way tonight.
Lower the curtain
Alright, Expert Enchanter. What you are looking. Alright, are we up to... We're still on Strange Dust though, which kind of sucks. Requires a ruined silver rod. I don't have a ruined silver rod? I thought I did have a ruined silver rod. Oh, I have a silver rod, I don't have a ruined silver rod. Bada bing bada boom. See if we can get to I don't know, 140 maybe? Here, let's see. Ah, finally, Soul Dust. That's what we were looking for. This is Soul Dust. I don't know how much I got. Let's take a look. 40. 53. That's better than nothing. Plus, we might be high enough level to DE some of this stuff now. Yes, both yes. Way tonight. Let's get a different playlist. Let's see if we can get this stream demonetized real quick. I'm sure we will, right? Let's try some Neds. Let's do some Neds. Start it all out. I get your face in. Ooh, that's some nice boots. I should vendor that. $210. Ooh. You guys probably don't know this band. This is a band that I listened to when I was in college back in the day when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Alright, that's good for now. I'll do some more leveling tomorrow, probably. We got so much shit. I did. I don't think so. I don't believe so, no. Oh, 227 armor. 8 stamina, 5 strength. Already known. Desire when you're running far away. You're telling me it's in the trees, in the trees. It's not, it's inside me now. It's telling me it's all around. It's not, it's inside me. Telling me it's in the sky, so use your eyes. It's inside me now. Telling me it's not. It's not, it's inside me, come on. Alright, so we... How are we doing on ore? We need more. We need more ore. Let's not worry about this right now. We need more. Increases mounted movement speed. Man, they keep giving me so many damn abilities, man. It's not on the birth. It's not. It's inside me. Come on. Green for green cells. What's higher? It's higher. Nice.
Time is unfair to a woman her age. Now that wisdom has come, everything else fades. She said she realizes she's seen better days. She said she can't look back to her days of youth. What she thought were lies, she later found was truth. She said her daddy had dreams, but he drank them away. One of mother's to blame
For the way she is today.
Lights rivers shine bright. She said, if only the strong shall survive. She said, but I'm feeling quite weak. She said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said, she said she's still searching for salvation's light. Yeah, she wishes all day, and then she prays all night.
You were screwed.
Cause love she's never known. When it's moments like these, she hates to be alone. Life's rivers shall rise. She said that only the strong shall survive. She said, but I'm feeling quite weak. She said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said,
Didn't do much damage. A little bit. A lot of mitigated damage.
life's rivers shall rise. She said that only the strong shall survive. She said, but I'm feeling quite weak. She said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said, life's rivers shall rise. She said that only the strong shall survive. She said, but I'm feeling quite weak. She said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said, forgive me. She said, forgive me. She said,
You were screwed.
I'm dead.
You were screwed.
Healing done. Oh, not enough. Not enough. It's funny they didn't nail me for music until I threw up the Collective Soul. Up until Collective Soul, they were pretty good. Fucking music industry people suck, man. That looks like we're gonna lose this battleground. It's like a healer, I guess, because this is some crazy heals, man. Oh, she's getting healed, maybe. Maybe she's getting healed. Hey, talk about your hard to kill.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Oh, Oh, waste of cooldown. Waste of a cooldown. Yeah, that guy was like I don't know if he was like a healer or a tank or what, but definitely impossible to kill, right? Definitely impossible to kill. Yeah, we need to upgrade my weapon probably too. My weapon is a 38 weapon. It's gonna be hard to find another epic weapon though. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, this team kind of blows, the big one. Our team sucks. What's the damage? Let's look at damage. So damage done. Actually, our number one damage dealer is the Knight of Zoroth, who's on our team. I should like stick close to him since he's hitting so hard. You know, I can assist him. They're above. I think they're above us. Yeah, they are above us. This guy's doing his nice little AFK. Just walk. You know, just run into a wall. You're really helping the team out quite a bit, right? He's really helping the team.
You were screwed.
Guys, not much I can do when their whole team's trying to kill me. Whole team's trying to get in there and kill me. Oh, so I need to get an upgraded. I need to get some upgraded gear. Blacksmithing. Steel, so we need lots of iron. Yeah, so we need a lot more iron. Yep, so I got to continue to grind out some mining and stuff. We need to upgrade our mining because we can craft gear that's actually better than gear I'm currently wearing probably. Oh, we got a 48 Sun Cleric. Wow, look at this. This doesn't really slow me down much, does it? Not a whole lot. Look. Sun Cleric. Hey, what's up, Milan? How you doing? Let's go after this guy.
You were screwed.
I see that. I'm totally dead. The burst is a little bit too much for me to handle. My level 42 ass is getting my ass whooped. It's pretty simple. I mean, the teams that win in these BGs like this, the ones that stick together, and you can see their whole team is sticking together. Yeah, except for a few apparently. Or not sure what that ability was, but it certainly messed us up, didn't it? What is this, like a tinker? Ooh, a little squishy, aren't you? He's very squishy. When I hit him, his health really dropped. Oh yeah? Yeah, hey Meal. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I'm just trying to, like, you know, level up my... I'm trying to, you know, get some better gear for my character, get some enchantments. I know I'm going to need all that stuff when we get to the higher brackets, because people are going to be running... You know, they're going to be twinking out their characters pretty good. Yes, the charge from hell.
You were screwed.
Okay, I'm just about dead, so... I did some pretty good damage to that guy when I hit him. His health dropped, but then he healed up instantly. What is this Lich Frost that's on me? It's
You
like
were screwed.
it's like a dot that just won't go away. Oh, you go back to work? Okay, Milan. Thanks for stopping by, Milan. It's good to see you, man. Good luck with your, good luck with work. Here's a Sun Cleric. Probably a... I don't know. Probably a healer? Let's see if he wants to come back for round 2. No. I want to see if he wanted to come back, fight me 1v1, but he said, nah, I'm out of here.
You were screwed.
It's just like... I tried to, like, put up my I should have put up my defensives before I charged in. I was gonna charge, then pop in my defense, but didn't make it. I did hit the next level though. Nice. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a gander. I know that we do need what the hell is that? Ready Arius? That is a very weird name for an ability. Ready Arius? Where did they ever come up with that? Now this increases your max damage by 25, which could be quite nice. There's also this ability. Your Centurion Strike and Broad Sweep now bleed for an additional 40% of the damage, which is pretty cool actually. Yeah, we also need tactical combat. Oh, this is when I was going to go. Increase your block value by 8 and your chance to block by 2. Ooh. Good stuff. You go to... Gladiator. Ooh, spear throw. Throw a massive spear at the enemy, dealing damage and reducing the effectiveness of any healing. Ooh. I think we need to I think what I need to do now, and this is going to be a real pain in the ass, but I think I really need to set up the bars with bartender.
Your words echo when the world goes silent. Even when the night feels violent, corners of fear I can't disguise. Something in me finally feels alive. There's a spark I can't control. It's alive, running through my soul. I'm breaking through, leaving shadows, walking past the nights that try to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake. I'm standing, I won't break. No rewinds, no second guess. Every broken piece of me finds its rest. I'm standing. I won't
I missed the Guild Wars 2. The Guild Wars 2 ones. Oh well. Yeah, I think we're gonna set the bar. This is gonna be really difficult to do. I've got to think this out. So I don't know why it does this reload thing. Hello. I've seen this happen before in Storm where like just it reloads. I don't know why. Let's 7 stamina, 3 strength. It's actually an upgrade over this one. Hmm. Okay, so what we want to do... I don't know why Line Breaker's not showing up. It's weird. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of this. And bartender. And so we are on bar 1. And when we're in stance 1, 8, stance 2, 9. Okay. So basically, and this is going to be so difficult to do. Like, this is one of those things that would have been easy to do when I was level 1 leveling up and you get a few abilities at a time. But to sit here and take all these abilities and now try to figure out which ones I want on which bar and which ones I want to... Because I'm going to have to change the key bindings, which is going to make everything a complete and utter nightmare. I think what we're going to have to do... Here, let me clean this up real quick. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Let me try something. Requires tower formation. All right. So when we charge in, it's going to switch this to assault formation, right? Watch. Except we're not in assault formation currently. So this needs to be on this bar here. And this is... Oh, this is assault... What? Hold on a second. Some of these macros are fucked up. Alright, so that's counter stance. Brace. This should be somewhere else, like up here. And then this is assault formation. This is gonna be a mess. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these down here. This is assault formation. This one takes line formation. Anything that's assault formation we would put on this bar. But first let's go into... Actually, no, that's not true. It's not true. This is the assault bar. Anything that uses like tower formation shouldn't... How are we gonna switch though? See, the problem with trying to use different bars... Yeah, see, it doesn't work well, because the problem with using different bars, it means I have to use the keybind to change stances before I use abilities. We have to have like a gateway ability that always puts us in certain stances. Like, we're never going to go into assault stance. I'm trying to think what abilities even use assault stance. We may not be able to do what I'm thinking of doing, which is like kind of changing these. We don't ever want to have to hit a keybind that just changes stance. We want the macro to do that. but we can't go into assault stance if we're not in assault stance. That means that certain abilities have to be on this bar here, and they're going to be the abilities that take us into the certain stance we're going to be in. I don't even think we need to go assault. Brace requires tower, line, tower, assault. I don't know. I don't know. It might not be doable. It might not really work. The question is, what abilities would we use out of combat, like engaging in the enemy, that have to be available to us no matter what stance we're in? And I think net throw is definitely one of those. We might want to engage in combat by throwing a net. Obviously charge is going to be another one. So charge and net throw I feel should be on this bar here. And then, but I think raise shield also needs to be on this bar. But then we think about abilities that, I mean, there's other abilities too, like turn the blade, where I want to like disarm someone. I don't think it's gonna work. I think we're just have to do it the way we got it. I think I think that's the best option. The problem with that is, as we get more abilities, and I don't know how many more abilities we're gonna get, but as we get more abilities, we're gonna really be struggling for keybinds, like really, because I've already used most of my keybinds that I like to use. So we're definitely gonna be getting, you know, that's the ability we're gonna have to get. This one. Let me take a look at the build. So we're going to be, actually we're not even getting that one, we're getting this one. Calculated strike. Your reprisal, broadsweep, and spear throw now deal an additional 2% weapon damage for each energy point you have upon casting it. So I guess that makes sure that's where your spear is going to do a ton of damage. And what am I going to keep on spear throw? You know, that's, I would imagine middle mouse click, I guess. And then we've got line breaker. So I have two skills right now. I don't even know where to keybind. I've got line breaker. I don't know where to keybind that. I got a middle mouse click, which I don't think is going to be good. Very good. Well, I'm going to bed, guys. Thanks for hanging around. I know I've been kind of all over the place with the add-ons and, you know, messing around with Bartender, but I just wish we could. I don't know. I mean, I have to think about it. We may have to use no bed only game. We may have to use, you know, I gotta get some sleep. We may have to use a macro to switch stances. I'm just thinking, like, what? I don't know. It's so tough. Reset character order. It's so tough to lay out. To lay that stuff out. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm off to bed. You guys have a good one. I'll see you, Strafe. See everybody, man. Peace out.